Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about OLED TVs and its technology and why it is so important and what is its difference between normal LED TVs or LCD TVs, and also we will compare it with QLED TVs. So it's going to be a very explanatory video, first of its kind, so I really hope you enjoy it. Also, if you are new to my channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and view my other videos and also share with your friends. So here goes. So LG is the prime brand of creating LG television. So LG Display is their company which produces OLED panels. So the most important thing is, what is OLED panel? So basically it's a normal LCD TV, but the backlight is different. In normal LCD TVs there has to be some kind of backlight. If it is fluorescent, then it is normal LCD TV. If it's LED lights, then we call it LED TV. And here in OLED there are self-lit pixels. So as you can see on your screen, these are some of the pixels. So the pixel, you don't need any kind of backlighting to lit themselves, they are going to lit self. So every pixel has their current in it and it blows lights and it lights up. So just like plasma TV, it has self-lit pixels which makes the images appear more realistic and gives you more texture and vividness. So I'm going to explain everything in detail. First of all, the power of OLED TV is that it produces perfect blacks. So even you are watching night scenes or in very low light conditions, the screen will look like alive. It will give you best performance and everything will look very nice on it. So there are many features that you can see. Now why I'm only talking about LG TV? Because the pioneer of displaying OLED panels right now lies with LG TV. And here's a fun fact. Sony was the first company who introduced OLED TV back in 2008, but LG were the first company to making OLED TV panels. Now they are supplying OLED TV panels to other manufacturers as well. So even though there are many companies which makes OLED TVs like Sony, Philips, Panasonic, but the important part is they all use the same panel which is being made by LG displays. So LG Electronics is a different company which makes television sets, but LG displays are different company which makes panels. So they are the actual producer of its panels, and I'm going to talk about what is the technology behind it and why you must choose OLED panel if you really want to enjoy movies, or why you should go for QLED panels if you want to experience brighter pictures and vivid colors. So first of all, let me talk about OLED and what is the technology. So here you can see they are called self-lit pixels. So basically what are pixels? So any display comprises of an array of pixels, and that array of pixels actually makes up a panel, and this also called resolution. So here in this image you can see what happens when you use a normal LCD LED television and what happens when you use an OLED television. So here in the background, since there are no backlighting in LG OLED, every pixel illuminates itself, and here you can see the details are extremely good. But on the other hand, if you are using an LCD or LED panel, there has to be some backlighting. Now the problem with the backlighting is that one zone is illuminated, and in this zone many things are not dark enough. So as you can see, there is some residual haze, or you can see there are some spot or zone where there is some kind of halo going on, and you won't see the exact perfect black, so you won't see the details on it. And it really matters when you are seeing space scenes or dark scenes, because here you will miss out on the details. So this is the main importance of OLED TV, because in low lighting conditions and in dark scenes it will make your picture looks amazing. Another part is that the technology. So the secret behind picture quality is display technology. So backlit LCD LED TV pass light through a filter to show colors on the actual display. So look at this picture, there is the backlight. So if you look at these three pictures, so one is diffuser, the another one is prism, and the last one is backlight LGP. So here it will be creating the backlight, and other are the normal things which will like polarizer, TFT glass, cell, color filter, and polarization glass. So they are available on both the television. But look at this part, it is backlight unit. And on the next part, when LG OLED or any OLED TV, there is no system for backlighting, so you won't need any kind of backlighting. Just there will be a TFT OLED panel which will have self-illuminating or self-illuminating pixels, and they will do the rest of the work. So there is no need for any kind of backlight, and this is really important because only those parts where light is needed will be lit up, and the other parts where you need extreme brightness, darkness, it will remain off. So the control over the picture will be extremely nice in this way. So here you goes, and I hope you would understand this thing, because the graph shows that the panel is very thin because it does not need any separate backlighting, but here the panel size becomes a little bit wide because there needs some kind of backlighting, and there are also dimming zones which we'll talk about later part of this video. So why are the possibilities, or why we should go for self-lit pixels? Now if you look at the mobile phones universe right now, many premium smartphones uses OLED panels. They are called AMO LED. So AMO means active matrix, and OLED stands for organic light emitting diodes. So basically what happens in your mobile phones, they are using OLED panels, and they also does the job really nice because it will save lot of energy when you are using OLED panels. Same here, so you will save energy because for lighting and backlighting you will require a separate energy source which you won't be requiring in OLED panels. Now more expressive cinema. The first part is, if you are a movie freak, you will experience the infinite contrast and the perfect black. So in this way the black will look extremely black, and the self-lit pixels will create infinite contrast. So in a scene where you need HDR or high dynamic range, you will get extreme results. So just look at this scene where there is, in the background there is sunset, and at the same time the clouds are lit as well, and here you will see all the details more clearly. And since I am making this video on MacBook Air, and which does not have an OLED panel, so here the difference may be different, but if you watch this video on an OLED TV, you will see the difference by yourself. So you will get the richness in colors and all the small details and textures revealed in every scene. So this is the most important part. However, there are certain drawbacks which I will conclude in my final part of this video, and I am going to make everything in the single part, so I won't have to make another video again. But if you have any queries regarding that, please feel free to comment below, so that I can also get your views and I can improve my videos, and I can also make other topics which you like. So the thing is that gaming is really important for professional gamers. They really want to enjoy their gaming, and self-lit pixels ensures better image quality for HDR gaming, and they also offers fast response, so it will give you full advantage of G-Sync compatibility. So basically G-Sync is a service from NVIDIA GeForce cards, and what it does, that whenever you are playing your video games with LG OLED TV, because here we are talking about only OLED television by LG technology, you will feel a very fast response time, which is also known as latency. So it means the response will be fast. So whenever you push your button on the remote, and how fast the game responds, it is known as fast response time. So for gamers or professional gamers, OLED TVs are becoming really good option for them. Also, if you are watching sports, so you will get every small movement and facial explanation without any color shift, blur or flicker. So this is really important if you are a very big fan of matches and game matches like cricket, soccer and any other matches where you are going to see lot of single field. So you will get all the stunning picture quality, and they will offer a great view from wide viewing angles, which we'll talk about later part of the video. And it is since the television looks really artistic because it becomes thinner and thinner, so it is really good thing. And if you want your TV to look like a painting on a wall, it will really look like this. And LG have also made some kind of signage wallpaper TV which literally sticks with your background. And in this picture you can see this is not some kind of editing, it's indeed a real television, so it will give you a very good experience. So you will see. Now I'm going to play this video so you will get the hang of it, how LG OLED looks like.
Imagine what's possible when millions of self-lit pixels come together. See cinema brought home with films at their original best. Feel like you're on the front row with real sporting atmosphere. Game on another level with blazing fast speeds and immersive visuals. And elevate your space with groundbreaking design. A whole new TV experience. The power of self-lit pixels. LG OLED TV.
So guys, as you saw in this ad, they have explained why you should opt for OLED screen. Now there are certain experts which are telling their views. So what is self-lit LG OLED versus backlit LCD LED? So here are some of their testimonials, which I don't think so it's right important right now. And now the technology is shifting nowadays, and you can get 8K TV also. So 8K, it means more than Ultra HD, 4 times Ultra HD. It is known as real 8K. So you will get 100 million self-lit sub-pixels, and that brings like 88-inch TV screen. So more screens are possible right now, and you can get the full advantage. Now here are my advice: if you are going for a flat screen TV and you want to experience full screen experience, good experience of movies and all, I would say go for the big screen size, because size really matters. As the screen size increases, you will get the details more. So what happens, sometimes we just settle for small TV like 32-inch TV. So they will also give you 4K experience or even 8K experience. Many TVs in market you will find which will offer you 8K resolution and 55-inch OLED screen size. But what happens, the details that you will going to miss if you indeed watch it on a big screen. So here is my advice: if you are going to purchase a TV and if you are having some no budget issues, and you are good on your money, then I would suggest at least go for 65-inch to 75-inch television. So it will give you a good experience and you will see what you are purchasing. This is my advice. This is not some random thought, but I have seen on many televisions. So size really matters. The bigger the size, the more details you will see, and you will enjoy every detail of it. However, it's not a rule of thumb. You can also go for normal televisions like 55-inch according to your size and budget. But if you are spending your money on such a big technology, since it's a premium technology, and you will have to pay a lot for this, so there's going to be certain advantages and disadvantages too, which we will tell you in the later part of the video. So here are some of the lineup by the LG. This is 2020 LG OLED TV lineup. So right now LG television makes two kind of televisions. One is normal LCD TV, which they buy or they advertise as LED or micro LED light TV, and another one is OLED TV. So you guys are probably aware of this technology, and my point was in this video to just make you aware of the features of this technology as a television owner point of view. So
I didn't catch that. Could you?
Excuse me for that. Now I'm going to tell you more details about that. So what is the difference between OLED TV and QLED TV? So Samsung on the other hand does not endorse OLED TV. They have their own reasons, and they says that OLED TV had certain disadvantages which Samsung can overcome with their QLED line of TV. And trust me guys, QLED TV is really nice option if you want to experience television in brighter rooms, or your criteria is through watching lot of static content on your TV, which we will cover later part of this video. So right now I told you about the LG OLED TV's technology. So basically it has self-lit pixels, that is enough for you to understand. Now if we compare its pros and cons. So I'm going to just tell you in this video. So the pros are like you will get the perfect blacks, and also you will get the extreme high response time. So image will move very faster because they don't need any backlighting for that. So you will get the experience very nice. Also the colors will be more natural colors. So if you are a really purist or you just appreciate the true colors, then OLED panel is really important for you rather than LCD LED panels. Because what happens in LED and QLED panels, they actually purposefully increases the color volume, so the images will look more vivid, it will be looking awesome in your eyes, but the natural creator's intent will not be shown to you, and this is the disadvantage. But this is all about the preference, because even in cinema halls what you see, there are not very important colors in the movies, but when you purchase the movie on Blu-ray or you just stream from your streaming service, you will see a lot of colors. So it decides upon the owner's intention that what he prefers. Does he prefer extreme vivid colors or does he prefer lifelike colors? So it is their personal preference. But if you are a purist and you want to appreciate the natural colors and you want to see the exact replication or the reproduction of the original intent, then you can go for OLED TVs. Now talking about QLED, so I will make a separate video regarding that so that I can explain their product lineup and main features. But if we compare OLED to QLED, there are two things. First of all, OLED TVs still use organic matter, so they will degrade over time, and as a result it will become less illuminated and their intensity will actually decrease, so brightness will look dull over the years. And also if you watch static content on a TV like news channel where there are a lot of tickers running in the downside or a static logo is displaying all the time, then it will eventually burn down, so it will result in burn-in. So what happens, your panel will be burned permanently. So you have to be really careful if you are watching an OLED TV, because you have to vary your content. You cannot view the same content 24/7 the day, because if there is some static content or static image left behind, it will actually adds up and it will see you all the time. So burn-in is a real important issue which many people are afraid of purchasing OLED TV. But if you are careful enough and you vary your content, or you do not consume the content that actually burn down your image, you are good to go for a long time. Also talking about other features, so one more important feature that I like to mention is that HDR display. So high dynamic range means in a same scene how brighter can an image get and how darker can an image get, and since LG uses self-lit pixels, it can reproduce that image very easily and you would really appreciate it. But at the same time, it does not touches the high peakness level which QLED television panels does. So maximum brightness that an OLED panel can get is around 900 nits or 1000 nits, but on the other hand QLED television can goes around 2000 to 1800 nits. This is really important, and HDR images really counts when you watch in brightness. So this is true in both the cases. If you are watching dark scenes, then OLED TV is good option, but if you prefer brighter scenes, then QLED TV is good. Also one more important thing is that the panel is highly reflective, so that if you are watching your television on a room where there is direct sunlight coming or windows is open, so the panel is dark and not bright enough, so there you will see problem. But you want to view the TV in dark conditions, then it will be really nice. You don't have to worry about that, because even in perfect dark conditions you will see everything in detail and it will go very smoother on your eyes. So these are the certain features which I discussed in this video. However, there are many more features which I want to discuss with you guys. Also, if you appreciate my video, please let me know in the comments which section do you like and what else can I do on it. I actually own a LG C8 OLED TV, so if you want I can also make a review video of that so that I can explain its features and details. Also, if you have any queries regarding the technologies and you are a prospective buyer and want to know more about these things, do let me know guys. I will also make certain videos and I will make detailed videos regarding that particular topic. So keep showering your love guys, and thank you for staying on my video. It's been really nice talking to you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.